Hi, welcome to Honeybird Tarot. I'm Shan, and this is going to be a video for Gemini, a general reading. I just want to start this video off like I've started off the rest of them, saying that while tarot archetypes are universal and can absolutely resonate with anyone who might happen to come across this video, I do ask my spirits and guides for messages for Black people first. And that goes for Black people throughout the diaspora and on the motherland. And it's not because of any ill will towards anyone else. It's just because, being a Black woman, I know that if we don't put us first, then nobody else is going to do it. So, with that being said, let's get started. First, we're going to pull some oracle cards. And the oracle deck that I'm using is the Adinkra Ancestral Guidance cards by Bresi-Ando, Tools for Living. I love this deck so much. A message for Gemini, please. This video is not just for Gemini sun signs. It could be especially sun, moon, and rising, Venus, but really anywhere in your chart where you have Gemini, this message might resonate for you. Okay. Aquaban. It's the war horn. Something going on, Gemini? Gotta sound the alarm about something? Anything else for Gemini spirit? Okay, you got an extra card, Gemini. So your first card out was Aquaban. That's the war horn. Talks about sounding an alarm. It says, a symbol of vigilance and wariness. The Aquaban is a horn used to sound a battle cry. So something could be happening that you're needing to alert other people to, or there could be alarms or sirens going off in your mind and your spirit about something. The next card you have is UAC Ganea, UAC lights. A symbol of undesirable technological and economic advancement. So I feel like this is saying you need to get back to the basics. All the bells and whistles aren't necessarily a good thing. They could be blinding you to something. Mpuinum. Disclaimer, I am learning Twi for my own spiritual and personal development. I do not speak Twi. These cards are in Twi. So I'm doing my very best with the pronunciations. If I get something wrong and you know how to pronounce it, feel free to correct me. Just be respectful about it, please. But Mpuinum is 5 tufts of hair. This reminds me of the hairstyle that Rihanna just wore. I feel like, was it on the Vogue cover? Where her hair was like wrapped, was threaded until you got to the ends and it had puffs, but that's this hairstyle. And it says, a symbol of priestly office, embodiment of lofty duty to a desired goal and loyalty. It represents a traditional hairstyle of joy that was worn by priestesses. So I feel like somebody is in They're high priestess energy. This is a feminine card because it talks about priestesses specifically. And even if you aren't a woman watching this or a female identifying person, it could be the feminine energy within you. We all have both masculine and feminine energies. But I feel like this is saying someone here is very spiritual and they have some really, really big goals that they're trying to achieve. And they're going to get there too. Could be in the ministry. You don't have to be. Musuyidi. Musuyidi is that which cleanses and removes bad luck, a symbol for good fortune and sanctity. It encourages regular requests for good omens from God. So this is when you say your prayers, pray for yourself first. You put your own mask on first before you try to help someone with theirs. You can't give from a cup that's empty. Yeah. So request for God to cleanse you, cleanse your physical, spiritual, emotional, mental bodies, all that. To bless you and give you good signs and good omens, good luck. Under the deck, you got Mecca. Mecco. Mecco is pepper. And this is Mecco is a shortened form of the Akan proverb, Mecco Nyina Mpatu Mary. I hope I said that right. All peppers do not ripen simultaneously. So this talks about people growing at their own pace, coming to reach certain milestones in their lives in their own time, not necessarily when you or when society feels like they should reach those particular particular milestones. All right. So let's get into your tarot. Sometimes the oracle is related to the tarot reading. Sometimes it's an additional message. The tarot deck that I'm using is the HooDoo Tarot by Tayannah McQuillar. I hope that's how you say her name. I love this deck. Both these decks are created by Black people. And I will always use at least one deck in my public readings that are that's created by a Black person because Ujima. Ujima is the Nguzo Saba principle of cooperative economics. Bear with me. I shuffle until they tell me to stop. Ooh, Gemini. Getting over some heartbreak, betrayal, something like that. The Mother of Baskets. Too much there. lot, Gemini, but I'm going to take them because I looked at all of them. Ooh, I got way more than everybody else. Okay, but we'll get through it. Spirit guide messages for you. We'll go through. Definitely have messages for you too. Okay, so the first card you got, the Ten of Knives. The Ten of Knives is all about getting over some extreme pain, extreme, specifically like mental pain, emotional pain due to some type of literal backstabbing. Look, there's knives all in this person's back. This would be the Ten of Swords in the traditional tarot. Tens break down to one, so that tells us that this pain is coming to an end. The worst of it is over. This person is not dead. Well, the story behind this actual card, the person really did die, but but the energy that it represents is not going to kill you. It's extremely painful, but you are coming out of it. All right. The Mother of Baskets. This is the Queen of Cups. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I believe Queen of Cups is Cancer. Not sure. But yes, she is a loving, emotional person. Not always a woman or a female, but this is feminine energy. She's loving and emotional, but she's not sure about whether she wants to offer her love or not. In this card, clearly, Miss Chloe Russell here is offering something, offering her love. She's very nurturing. Next card you have is the Daughter of Coins. The Daughter of Coins would be the Daughter of Coins is the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles, forgive me if I stop, I'm getting messages. The Page of Pentacles talks about an offer of something tangible, a small offer. This is a person who is very smart, very sharp, witty. They usually look really good too. They take good care of themselves and good care of their appearance. They're very put together. They have a lot to offer and they're admired by the people around them. The Five of Sticks. The Five of Sticks would be the Five of Wands in the traditional tarot. This talks about competition or perceived competition, arguments, backbiting, things like that. In this card, this young lady here is standing and her friends are talking about her behind her back. And she's not going to engage in the actual argument with them. She has a better way to get back at them that she's thinking about. See the snakes wrapped around the wands? Could be a snake in the grass. Could be that you're actually dealing with a situation with friends who are being disloyal or creating conflict or competition in your life. The Father of Sticks. The Father of Sticks is the King of Wands. This is the fire energy. Usually Sagittarius, could be Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Very charismatic, very charming, very passionate energy. He blazes his own trail. And he uses fire sometimes to purify. Sometimes you have to burn it all down and build from the ashes. And the Father of Sticks encourages us to do that when it's necessary, to apply our fire energy where it's necessary. Eight, Strength. I don't know why I called this number and I didn't call any other. Maybe 8 is special to you or mean something to you. But it is number 8 of the major arcana. This is strength. And this beautiful sister here with this, I think it's a mountain lion. She's not necessarily taming it. She's not wrestling with it. You can see it's still fierce, but she's not afraid of it at all. And it's not being aggressive towards her. She's in tune with it. She's in tune with the wildcat inside, with that fiery, courageous, passionate beast inside. It moves at her will. She doesn't have to tame it or control it. Not in the physical sense, not exerting power over it. She controls it with her will, with her mind, by balancing that energy inside herself. The garden. The garden is the world in the traditional tarot. It talks about graduations and leveling up, coming to the end of a cycle to begin a new one. In this deck, it also talks about people having victory gardens at the end of, I believe it was World War II or during World War II. Lots of people grew victory gardens because food was scarce and people knew it was more important to grow food than to grow grass. Sounds like something that a lot of people are getting back to today, or need to get back to, because the need is obvious. But either way, the world is here. This could also talk about travel. You have Big Mama. Big Mama is the sun. This is the happiest card in the deck. This is saying that everything is going to be A-okay. You're blessed. Clarity, the clarity that comes with a new day, with new sunlight, is coming. Happiness and growth and abundance are coming. And Big Mama is carrying a plate of cornbread. Oh my God. Tell me that's not a gift. I know you like cornbread. I know I love cornbread. I'd be very happy if my Big Mama was walking up to me with a plate of cornbread. That's telling you everything will be just fine. And under the deck, to confirm that everything will be just fine, you got the 10 of coins. This is complete worldly stability, like tangible stability and abundance that'll last through generations. There are children, parents, and grandparents in this card, and they're playing a game with gold coins. When you can play with gold, I feel like you set. You're straight. Pentacles are the things that we ascribe worth to, the tangible things, money, children, property, things like that. So they're saying that the abundance that you're going to come into will be long lasting. That's beautiful. I feel like maybe it was this 5 of Sticks energy, people in your life creating competition or conflict that caused the 10 of Knives energy, caused that heartbreak or that feeling of having been backstabbed that is taking you a long time to get over. You're having to have strength to stay in control of the situation. Stay in control of your own fire. I want to clarify, and this is the Rider-Waite Tarot that I want to clarify with, the quote-unquote traditional tarot. Excuse me, gentlemen. I wanted to check on something real quick. about one of your cards, but I don't have my guidebook in front of me. The Ace of Wands popped out in reverse, so there could be a passionate new beginning that is delayed, a passionate new beginning that someone is rejecting or that they don't see or don't recognize for what it is, an opportunity for a new passionate beginning. So right after the Ace of Wands in reverse, you have the Lovers. So I feel like someone is, because the Lovers talks about choices in love, be a soulmate, twin flame, but it's about the choices that you make concerning that love connection. And here we have an opportunity for a passionate new beginning that is either being delayed or being denied. And they came out to clarify this Ten of Knives. So I feel like maybe someone betrayed you, they stabbed you in the back, and they want to come back for a reconciliation, and you're not having it for whatever reason. You're afraid to, you don't trust them anymore. Maybe you wanted a passionate new beginning with someone and you didn't get it, and that's what put you in this energy. And this is a general reading, so these messages don't have to be love messages. That's just the way they've been coming out. But this could apply to a job. It could apply to a family relationship, friendship. You apply it where it fits best in your life. And if it does not fit, then don't force it. So, Gemini, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, but even if you're not dealing with a Capricorn, the devil is here, and also the Four of Cups. I told you somebody is rejecting this passionate new beginning. The Four of Cups talks about rejecting an offer. This person is not paying any attention to this cup that's being handed to them by the universe. They are busy focused on these cups. Either they're rejecting it or they don't even see it, but I feel like it's rejection. And the devil is here. This talks about codependency, addictions, things that we need to let go of that are difficult for us to let go of. The people in this card are chained to the devil's little pedestal here, but the chains around their neck are loose. They could just reach up and take them right off. And I don't know if they don't recognize that they could do that, if they just don't want to, if it's too difficult for them. But another thing that I love is the fact that the Lovers card and the Devil card are almost the same card. So I feel like someone has a choice here. Maybe there's a relationship that could have been built on codependency, built on addictions, and there's an opportunity here to change it. And someone is not ready to take that opportunity. They don't want to accept it. They're not interested. By the way, the Lovers is your card, Gemini. So this is you showing up in your own reading. You could definitely be dealing with a Capricorn or have Capricorn in your chart. was somebody spying on you, Gemini, or you spying on someone else. A lot came out for the Page of Pentacles for this um, this message about stability, or this message about something tangible. Could possibly be a gift that someone wants to give you to, something you can actually hold in your hand. The first card out to clarify that was the Page of Swords. This is like the spy, or the page that an army would send out to see what the opposing side is doing, to spy on them and find out what's going on. This is and got a notification right then, so I feel like that's clarifying that somebody's either spying on you or you spying on them. It can be an immature energy because it's a page. The next card is the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like someone is holding on. This could be about holding on to money in the sense that you're saving or being selfish. It could be about not trusting the universe to bring you abundance. So you hold on too tight to what you have, and it makes it impossible for you to get more. I feel like someone might be spying on you because they're trying to hold on to you. They want to come back in to rekindle whatever this relationship is, and you're not having it, but they're still holding on, and they're trying to figure out a way back in. They're trying to gain more information. The Three of Pentacles is here. The Three of Pentacles is the teamwork makes the dream work card. It talks about collaboration and cooperation. It could also talk about using your skills to create abundance for yourself and for the people who are attached to you. There are 3 people in this card. So this could represent a third-party situation. It doesn't always have to. But with the energy of this reading, with the Ten of Knives being here, it's very possible that there could be an extra person involved in this situation if it's a love relationship. The Seven of Pentacles. This talks about waiting and taking stock of where you are, how far you've already come, and if you're willing to continue to put work into a given situation. Trying to figure out when you're going to reap what you sow, waiting for your harvest to come in. Someone could be wondering that about this relationship that they're holding on to, about this teamwork situation. It could be a job. Is it worth holding on to this job? You might be getting more information, maybe looking for another job. The Knight of Cups is here. This Knight has a love offer. He's bringing his cup of emotion, but this is the shaky Knight. He's shaking his boots. Excuse me. He's focused on his cup. He's trying not to spill any of that love on his way to you. So someone really could be, I definitely feel like this is someone who, knows that they've messed up somehow in some type of relationship, whether it's romantic, familial, whether it's a friendship. It could also be a job. Maybe you quit and they want you back. The Star is here. This is about healing and wish fulfillment. Somebody really wants to heal something. Seven of Cups is here. This is about choices and options, and confusion sometimes around those choices and options. So maybe someone had too many choices, like we saw with the Three of Pentacles. They had too many people to choose from, or too many different situations to choose from, or they were confused about what they should choose. Maybe you're confused about whether to make the choice to allow someone back in or not. But there are choices here. And there's death. Death could be the end of something, but more often than not is a transformation, because very few things ever end completely. The energy just transfers to something else, or transforms into some changes form. Yeah, so this love could be transforming from a codependent situation one that brought about the Ten of Knives energy into a lover situation. But again, I feel like someone is defensive or they're blocking. They're not interested in that offer. And there's someone here. I definitely feel like someone messed up and is coming back with a love offer, because Death, honestly, is a knight. It's an action card. He looks a lot like this Knight of Cups. So I feel like whoever this Knight of Cups is has undergone a transformation. Let's keep going. Somebody made you mad with this Five of Sticks. I can feel the energy coming off of it. Gemini, whoever it is that made you mad, whoever did you wrong, they are transforming. They are coming back. They want to heal this situation. They want a passionate new beginning, and I definitely feel that because the Hierophant is here. Now, the Hierophant talks about our spiritual values and religious systems, or our leaders and the ways that we follow them, and how following those systems or leaders affects our life. But a lot of people also see this as the marriage card, because you have two people here in front of a priest. And coming behind the Knight of Cups and being here with the Lovers and the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Ten of Coins, all of that, I definitely feel like somebody is thinking about marriage. It's either someone is coming to offer you marriage, or you may be thinking about offering that to someone else. Right after the Hierophant, this is the Ace of Pentacles. This is an opportunity for a stable new beginning. And it's in the upright. The Passion was in reverse. So maybe you're tired of somebody coming in and out of your life passionately. They always have a lot of heat, a lot of charisma, a lot of charm, but no staying power. This is saying that they recognize that maybe that's the transformation that they underwent. And they realize that they have to bring stability to you. This could be a job offer. A job offer that sounds good to you. Maybe something that you could do long term, a career. And followed by that, we have the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords, swords are about our thoughts and mental energy. So this could be internal conflict because it's thoughts and mental energy, but this could also be arguments and sharp words. There are three people in this card, and the person all the way at the back is looking distraught, like they're crying. The one in the front is smirking like they know they won that round. So there definitely could be some argumentative energy, some internal conflict. The Father of Sticks is clarified by the Three of Cups. This talks about celebration, spending time with the people you love, partaking in some libations maybe in your drink on. Maybe somebody might drink too much. And again, there's three people in this card, just like there was with the Three of Pentacles. So maybe someone's issue, like we saw with the Seven of Cups, was that they had too many choices. Maybe one of those choices might be someone close to you, maybe someone that you celebrated with before. But if it's not about that third party energy, and the third party doesn't always have to be cheating. It could be a job that, takes up too much of someone's time. It could be overbearing family. I feel like maybe it is a job, because again, we got a notification right then when I said that. So it could be overbearing family. Could be any of that if it is a third party situation. But it could also be celebrating this possible marriage, celebrating this opportunity for a stable new beginning. You know better than I do how it would fit your situation. The next card out is the Chariot. Someone is gaining control of their light and shadow sides so that they can put their energy towards moving towards their destiny. Mhm. This is a Cancer card. You might be dealing with a Cancer. This card is like full steam ahead. I have clarity. I know I'm in balance and I know what it is I want and I'm headed towards it. Somebody could be rushing in towards you to offer you that cup that the Knight of Cups had. And I said they had clarity. The Chariot is coming in with the Ace of Swords. I feel like you have 3 out of 4 swords so far. You had 3 out of 4 aces so far. You have the Ace of Wands in reverse. You had the Ace of Pentacles, and now you have the Ace of Swords. This is a lot of new opportunities. It could be one big opportunity that's bringing in clarity, that's bringing in stability, new money, and blocking out that unstable, fiery energy. Could be that, or they could be separate opportunities. But I definitely feel like whoever is controlling this chariot, whoever's in this chariot, has full clarity and they know exactly what it is they're moving towards. Yeah, Gemini. Somebody wants to marry you. The Four Wands, many people see as a marriage card. It could be the Twin Flame or Soulmate card. It's the 1111 card. But this talks about stable foundations. We're taking action towards stable foundations because Wands talk about our actions and the passion that we put behind those actions. Somebody is very passionate about creating a stable foundation with you, and they're ready to put down the burdens. The Ten of Wands, they've been carrying something for a long time that's very heavy and that's coming to an end, and it might be you that's laying the burden down. This breaks down to the Ace, so that's good that it's in the upright, because in the beginning you had the Ace of Wands in the reverse. This can also be seen as the Ace of Wands, or it's leading. You're on the verge of getting to the Ace of Wands. Maybe it's because someone has not laid the burdens down yet that the Ace is being delayed. Maybe that's why it came out in reverse. Someone is needing to let go of something. And those were clarifying strength. So I feel like it's taking a lot of strength for someone to carry the burden as far as they have, and it's taking probably even more strength for them to let it go and lay it down, so that they can have the stable foundation that they deserve. Okay. So the Nine of Pentacles is here. Someone is single and looking good, and they're happy about being single. They're flourishing. They can do bad all by themselves, and they're not doing bad at all. They have everything they need. This looks a lot like the Garden card that it came out to clarify. Remember, the Garden is the world. Talks about leveling up and graduations and taking care of yourself, being self-sufficient, growing food in your own garden, tending to your own garden, and not being concerned about other people's. And that same sentiment is echoed here in the Nine of Pentacles. She has everything she needs. She's tending to herself. And because of that, look at her land. behind her is flourishing. Things are growing. Looks like a garden to me. Next out was the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So someone was juggling or trying hard to balance something. They could have been juggling partners. They could have been trying to balance out time spent working on their relationship with time spent at work. Could have been trying to balance family in their love life, and that juggling is no more. I feel like somebody is either they've dropped everything, they dropped all the balls they were juggling, dropped all the pentacles they were juggling, or they just decided that it's too much and they're letting something go. Maybe the juggling is over because someone decided to free themselves from it and say, well, if you can't make a decision, I'll make it for you. I'm going to leave, and that way you don't have to juggle anymore. The Seven of Swords is here. People see this as the deception card, the lying card, because this person is sneaking off with these swords. But this could also be a plan that you just don't necessarily want people to know about. Sometimes the best thing you can do with your plans is keep them to yourself. People don't always have positive energy to lend you when you let them know what your plans are. They can interfere. They can stop that train. They can stop that chariot before it even gets moving. So maybe someone's planning. Maybe they're planning how they're coming to get this person back who's in this Nine of Pentacles energy that they want to bring back into a love relationship. But it also could be deception. This could be what brought in that Ten of Swords energy or that Ten of Knives energy we saw in the very beginning. Maybe this is why the person in the Nine of Pentacles energy decided to free themselves from this relationship where someone was juggling. They found out about this deception. It was brought to light. You see the sun in the background. It's illuminating this person's deceptive behavior. And she's in the light too. So the light that she brought to the situation, he or she brought to the situation, maybe what got them out. Anything else to tell us about Big Mama? That's too many. Anything else for Big Mama? Okay, Gemini. So somebody is going to receive their just due. Justice is here. The scales will be balanced, and whoever was getting the short end of the stick will get what they deserve. If you've been doing right, then you'll get what's due to you. If you've been doing wrong, you'll get what's due to you. Justice is here. And it's followed by the Six of Swords. This talks about moving to a calmer emotional place, moving out of those troubled, choppy waters into much calmer waters. This could be mentally in your emotions, or it could also be in a literal sense. I feel like this is the going home card. Move into somewhere that feels more comfortable, more settled for you. And under the deck, you have the Empress. Now, somebody could be pregnant or about to get pregnant, but this is also the Queen of Queens. She doesn't need anything or anyone. She's seen as the loving wife and mother, but she doesn't necessarily have to be a wife and mother. Everything she touches turns to gold. Everything she touches grows and flourishes. And I feel like this energy has been here. It was here in the garden. It was here with the Nine of Pentacles. So somebody is on their shit. Somebody really does not need anyone else to fulfill them. And that's a beautiful energy to be in. That's what calls in the energy of the lovers. That's what calls in the energy of all these new beginnings, all these opportunities for new beginnings that we've been seeing here. Knowing that all you need is yourself. Loving yourself. The Empress knows that she's the Empress. She doesn't need anybody to tell her. She doesn't need anyone else to recognize her Midas touch. She knows she knows she has it. So does the Nine of Pentacles. So does this lady in the garden. Yeah, somebody got it going on. So let's see. You have there's a lot of major arcana here. So I feel like the universe is in control of a lot of this, Gemini. A lot of it is out of your hands. You just don't have control over it. And you just got to sit back and wait and make sure that you're in the right energy, that you're loving on yourself, that you're balancing yourself out, that you are exercising strength and controlling that animal within. Yeah. Okay. All right, Gemini, that was your reading. I hope it resonated. And even if all of it didn't, I hope you found something in there that you could use. And if so, please like, please share, please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you next time. Pelu Ife, with love.